Welcome to the RAMcast, where we talk about all things related to Sioux Valley. This is your host, Brian Kirby, and co-host Jimmy Sickler.
Thanks for
We're-
having me, Mr. Kirby.
Yeah, we're excited to bring you this little gem for a second year and hope to continue to enjoy. And without further ado, let's get this show rolling. All right, our first things we usually do is education updates. We're going to continue on that. So we're starting the school year off strong on a good note. Lots of good things going on. Lots of kids,
Agreed.
lots of kids in classes. Kids get in there. Lots of participation. Staff really are excited about what's going on. Um, definitely students are exhibiting the want to achieve some high marks and whatnot. And so we are on track again to potentially set another enrollment high mark record here. Currently, we're just about 240. Last year, we were about
Jeez.
238. So yeah, lots of kids in the building, which is good. Good.
Yes.
With lots of kids in the building, the students are finding their way. Even all the new sixth graders and whatnot, they're finding their way to classes without any much problems. I'm going to shout out some props to some of our seniors. They're seeing some of these younger kids
Yeah.
in the hall, and kind of jumping in and helping them get to their locations. So definitely some good, strong shout outs to those guys for stepping up in the leading role there. But, early season, that's about all I got for education stuff. But what do we got in the world of sports? We got stuff starting.
Yeah. So we had high school soccer started at the end of July, and it's going strong right now. They had their first match last Saturday, and then they have their first home game, which is coming up tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow, Saturday, August 24th.
And
And
our
then
co-ed is soccer's co-ed, right?
yes, yep, co-ed soccer. What did I say?
You just said soccer, but it's all good. It's
Okay.
co-ed.
Okay.
I just want to make
Gotcha.
sure it's
Yep.
co-ed.
Yes, co-ed soccer. And then middle school soccer is also has begun this week, and they immediately have a game coming up tomorrow as well. So their game is after the high school. So usually it goes middle school, high school as far as the schedule, but tomorrow it's flip-flop. So high school's going first at noon and then middle school at 1:30. So we're excited. We have a lot of kids out for soccer, some first-timers and some experienced players, so that should be fun as well.
Yeah.
And then we find sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
good weekend of activities here at the school for that for sure. So
Yes. And then high school volleyball is starting on September 11th with their first practice, and they have a meeting at lunch next Friday, September 30th. So if you're interested in that, you should check out and go to that meeting
I'm
at
gonna
high
I'm gonna
school
correct
lunch.
you. I'm gonna
Oh,
correct you on that.
do
It's
I
gonna
get
be
my date?
August 30th. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, not September 30th. Don't come to that meeting. It won't exist.
Yeah. We're gonna do August 30th.
And then middle school basketball is coming up pretty soon too. That practice starts on September 16th. So everybody should be getting their physicals done and logging into Planet HS to register. And of course, if you have any trouble, please reach out to us here at the school if you're having, and don't wait till the last minute.
Yeah. That's always it's usually happens, but definitely the sooner you can get in to get that done, the smoother the beginning of the season is for coaches and players for sure. So all right. So open house. We had open house. It was lots of people here at open house. Great turnout. I think it had a lot of good questions asked and whatnot. So it was definitely good. We had another parent event earlier this week about talking about the Yonder and the new cell phone policy. We had a good turnout for that. Lots of good dialogue and conversation going on. Definitely appreciate the parents that showed up and let kind of voice their concerns and voice their thoughts. I do appreciate that. Based on that cell phone thing, starting September 9th, Monday, September 9th, the Sioux Valley will become a phone-free learning environment. So no phones in Sioux Valley after September 9th.
So I had somebody ask me a question about that. Is that just for the school day or all the time in the building?
Yeah, no, good question. So that would be during the educational day. So when students arrive at school in the morning between 8 and 8:30, their phones would be unaccessible, or should be unaccessible. And then at the end of the day at 3 o'clock, when the bell rings again, they're back and can have their phones. And so it's just during that instructional day is when this is in effect. So good question. Another thing coming up that same week on September 11th is we're gonna have another parent night, but this one is gonna have the FBI's coming out. They're gonna do a cyber security and cyber prevention and things to watch out for. They were out here a number of years ago and did it, and it was a very good presentation. They're gonna be here in the morning or during the day to talk to kids, and then evening for parents and whatnot in community. It's be a good one. It's definitely one to come to. And then the last thing we got is on the podcast here. Last year we ended the year with some senior spotlights. That was kind of a big hit. A lot of people liked that. So me and my co-host Mr. Sickler, we're gonna do a couple little special things every once in a while as well. So keep your eyes out for some good special guests or special episodes coming out. So, but that's kind of what I got. You got anything else to add, Jimmy?
I was just gonna say when we did those special episodes with all those seniors last year, it was pretty cool. And then we also did special episodes with Mr. Kirby, Miss Tamara Harrison, and myself, where we kind of answered the same questions that the senior did. And my views were the least, so I'm pretty upset at our podcast audience. So get my views up if you can, or listens, I should say, not views.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll see if we can help you out with that a little bit this year. So, all right. Well, that's going to conclude the episode. Once again, thank you for listening. And again, this is Mr. Kirby, principal here at Sioux Valley.
And this is Jimmy Sickler.
All right. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast. It's another way to connect to our Sioux Valley community, and hope to see you around at the next school or community event.